What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we've got a Chicago Bulls and Golden State Warriors game reaction. We saw a couple of new guys for the Chicago Bulls take on the court today. We also got to see the debut of Jimmy Butler in a Golden State Warriors uniform, and ultimately the winner was definitely not the Bulls. We got destroyed in this one, and it was once again because of a horrible second half, mainly a horrible fourth quarter, that led to the Bulls looking like they got smacked up in the face, punched in the gut, whatever you want to call it. It was an embarrassing loss, and we're going to have to discuss it right here, right now in this video. But before we get any further, if you liked the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. And let me know in the comments below your thoughts about these Chicago Bulls, your game today, their game today, or yesterday, and your player of the game, as we lose this one 132 to 111. I'd like to apologize first and foremost because I'm not feeling the best today. So this video will not be a long one, but it's very clear what happened in that game. And it's simple. It is really simple, basic stuff. Obviously, the Golden State Warriors went off in the third quarter of this game. We had a very good first half. We were winning by a good amount in the first half. And then in the second half, Golden State Warriors dropped 42 points in the third quarter, which, to be fair, they've done before against us. Like, this game definitely felt like deja vu of last season when we faced the Golden State Warriors. And I was throwing temper tantrums in that Golden State Warriors loss when they just had a ridiculous third quarter and then they destroyed us the rest of the way. And then in the fourth quarter, it wasn't even Golden State's amazing offense that took advantage of us. They scored 35 points, that's fine. But my goodness, did they ever step up the defensive intensity. We were still in the game in the fourth quarter. We were still only down by 4 or 5 points at one stage, but their defensive intensity rose and they swarmed the Chicago Bulls. And this is exactly what you get with a guy like Jimmy Butler in the team. He is a great defender. Even at his age now, he's a solid defender. Guys like Draymond Green and Jimmy Butler leading the charge. Honestly, both of them leading the charge defensively really just made us a shell of a team. We scored 17 points in that fourth quarter, and I think it was the defense first for the Warriors before the offense. They swarmed us defensively. They threw us into multiple turnover opportunities. They did turn us over, and then they hit us in transition. And they got a lot of and ones, and they got a lot of buckets, and it just was defense leading to offense. That's really all it was that led to the Golden State Warriors crushing us in that fourth quarter. And the amazing comeback, well, that's Stephen Curry. That's Stephen Curry dropping 24 points in a quarter. That's the Golden State Warriors dropping 42 points in a quarter. Yes, their offense definitely, I'm not saying it didn't help them come back, but defense ultimately does win games. And we were in the game in the fourth quarter, and the defense was the reason why we did not have a chance to come back. And you know what? For a first impression for Golden State, that was a heck of a game. That was a heck of a game for them. Came in, swarmed us in the second half, and dipped. Won the game pretty comfortably. For the Bulls, I mean, there are a couple of new guys in there. We got to see pretty much everybody in there at one stage that, you know, new guys and whatnot. We got guys like Kevin Huerter in there, who had 4 points and 4 rebounds in this one in 19 minutes. Not the best stat line you'll ever see, but again, you got to keep in mind he's struggling this season, and that struggle has led to his first game with the Chicago Bulls as well. We had Jones with 0 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Jones is more known for his defensive intensity more than anything, but at the end of the day, still solid. I don't think we saw Zach Collins in this one. And I'm pretty sure I heard the commentators talking about how much he needs to be in the team because of what he brings to the table as well. So we'll see what happens in the next game and what the Bulls kind of do in that one, what type of lineups they are experimenting with. Keep in mind, I'm not expecting the Bulls to go all out and win every single game now. We don't have Zach LaVine anymore. It's very clear that he was our best player this season, and no one has stepped up to the plate really significantly since his departure, and I just don't know if that's going to happen. I'm expecting Kobe White to have big, solid games in the future, but ultimately, who knows? He's had a struggle season this season, and I just don't know what to expect from him. I don't know what to expect from this Bulls team in general. But one thing I'm for sure certain is that we're not going to get as many wins as we did previously. We're not going to be 3-4 games back to 500 like we were previously. Right now, we're 9 games below 500, and I expect that margin to increase. It's a tragedy that it's going to increase. But at the end of the day, it looks like we're still in the playing tournament because every other team below us just sucks so much. So I don't know what to say. Like, we still have fighting chances here. But regardless of what you may think and how you may feel, that was the reason, in my opinion, why we lost the game. That's the reason why you should feel disappointed, because it's another fourth quarter where the Bulls just could not handle anything. They couldn't handle the pressure that the Warriors were applying, and it's not the first time that we have seen it. It's just a shame that we were so close in the game, and then that happened. It's almost like the Bulls crumbled, just as much as Golden State rose to the occasion. But yeah, for Golden State, their impression, they look great. I don't think this is a championship team, the Golden State Warriors, but look, sometimes teams just click in a way that you just don't know. You just don't know. Like, on paper, I look at that Golden State Warriors team and I don't think that's a championship team. But the way that they played and the way that they may continue to play after this, the goal for the Golden State Warriors right now is to relieve some pressure off of Curry and to get more offense and defense from everybody else. And then when Curry can obviously take over a game like he did against the Bulls, that's very important. And that's what the Warriors will need at some point as well. But you have to take the pressure off of him because he can't do it by himself every game. And I think the Warriors, if they can click like this and Jimmy Butler returns to that prime version of himself that he was before this season, they're definitely a scary team. And at some point, anything can give. Jimmy Butler has carried Miami to the finals without a Stephen Curry or a Draymond Green. So I think that he could potentially help raise Golden State to a very, very, very dangerous level. We'll see. But it's only one game, and it's a good start. Let's see what they do in the future. And for the Bulls, there's not much excitement here. I'm not really excited to see what we do in the future. I'm kind of just waiting for the season to be over with so we can head to the draft. That's what I'm looking for at the moment. Playing tournament, okay, if we get there, we get there. If we make the playoffs somehow, I'll probably get a little bit more excited. But if we don't, which we probably won't, on to next season, I guess. But yeah, that's my video today. My player of the game, I didn't even really look at the stats in this one, to be honest. I didn't really have too much to say in that regard. Kobe White had 27, so you know what? I gave him a lot of stick earlier in the video, but 27 points is pretty impressive. Again, I don't think necessarily think it was the Bulls' offense that really carried, that really was the problem. It was the fact that they crumbled in the fourth. That's really about it for me. Do you guys agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments below. My player of the game will go to Kobe. I will see you guys tomorrow for Bulls Weekly. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care. And peace.